Namaste, this is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics and Statistics in Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss on the module chi-square test. This chi-square test, this session is a part of the course Biostatistics and under the program of MSc NND, MSc Microbiology, MSc Biotechnology and MSc Food and Science Technology, MSc FST, that is called MSc FST, first semester of the university. This topic, this module chi-square test is very important part of the biostatistics and that's why it is a part of the this course of just related with the biological courses, with the biological programs and biostatistics is a part of the statistics which deals with the biological phenomena, biological experiments and their tests, their analysis and that's why this biostatistics is a subject which is also a part of the various other courses, various other programs of the university and as well as the different universities as well. In the today's session we are going to discuss about chi-square test. Chi-square test is a very important test and it is a statistical test which is based on the chi-square statistic and follow a chi-square distribution. It follows a chi-square distribution and in which the chi-square distribution test just we can determine the significant difference between the expected and the observed frequencies for the one or more categories in a contingency table, or we can simply say, or in simple words we can say that this chi-square test can be applied, this can be used to find the significant difference or to just determine the whether there is a significant difference between the observed and the expected results, their frequencies and this part, this chi-square test can be divided into three parts, three components known as the three subdivision we can divide, we can take there for the chi-square test. The first is called the chi-square goodness of fit test, the chi-square goodness of fit test. The second one is known as the chi-square test of independence and the third test is known as the chi-square test of homogeneity. So these are the three components, these are the three parts of the chi-square test and these tests can be applicable in different conditions and for the different purposes. So in the today's session we are going to discuss on these three type of tests with their mathematical concepts and their application part. So just we are going to share some slides today to explain this. Initially the chi-square test is mentioned there. This is chi-square test, also written as chi-square test. We can see the notation for that and it is a statistical hypothesis test which is valid to perform whether the test statistic is chi-square distributed under the null hypothesis or not. So means under the null hypothesis we can check it by we can check it for the test statistic whether this is chi-square distributed or not, and Pearson chi-square test is used to determine whether there is a significant statistically significant difference between the between the observed and the expected frequencies in one or more categories for a contingency table. So that is the chi-square test, and now we share a graph. We can see this graph for the chi-square. It is the chi-square Pearson's cumulative test statistic is shown that, and a graph between the chi-square Pearson's cumulative test statistic and the p-value shown that, and for the different degrees of freedom. So for the different degrees of freedom is shown that between the Pearson's cumulative test statistic and the p-value. Now just as we shown as we have explained that the chi-square test can be divided into three parts. The first part is known as the chi-square goodness of fit test, and this test is applicable to compare the observed sample distribution with the expected probability distribution. So just this test can be applicable for the observed sample distribution and with the expected probability distribution, or in different way, or in the other words we can also say that this test determines that how well the theoretical distributions, as all we know that the theoretical distributions are like normal or the binomial or the Poisson distributions, how these tests are fits or the best fits the empirical distributions. So this can be just observed by the this kind of test fitting be checked by the chi-square goodness of fit test, and now we take the procedure for the chi-square goodness of fit test. In the chi-square goodness of fit test, we have to assume that the two hypotheses initially, one is null hypothesis and one is alternative hypothesis. In the null hypothesis, we just assumes that there is no significant difference between the observed and the expected value. So that is the null hypothesis. While in the alternative hypothesis, we will assume that there is a significant difference between the observed and the expected value. Now next we will find the chi-square statistic, compute the value of the chi-square goodness of fit test. So that is called a chi-square statistic, which is written by chi-square. We can see with the formula there, summation O minus E whole square upon E, where E represents the expected value and O represents the observed value. So we have to find the chi-square value by this. And degree of freedom. In the chi-square goodness of fit test, the degree of freedom depends on the distribution of the sample. So it is important that the degree of freedom will be depending on the what kind of distribution we are going to take, and that's why the degree of freedom is important. So like we can see a table there, and just this table is showing that binomial distribution and the Poisson distribution and the normal distributions are mentioned there, and with the number of constants and with the degree of freedom. So next, after the assumption of the null and the alternative hypothesis with the finding of chi-square value, now next we will find the hypothesis testing. Now we apply the method of hypothesis testing, and just it is very much similar to the like ANOVA test or the T distribution test, and we can always find that if the observed value of chi-square is greater than the expected value, then the null hypothesis will be rejected, and if the value of the observed value of the chi-square will be just less than the theoretical value, then the null hypothesis will be accepted. So by this hypothesis testing can be done. And next test is of the chi-square test of independence. This chi-square test of independence just consisting of the two categorical variables. So in this test there are two categorical variables from a single population, and this test can be used to determine whether there is a significant association between the two variables or not. So in this test there are two categorical variables and these two categorical variables are taken from a single population, and it can be just used to determine whether there is a significant association means the relation between the two variables, or not means whether they are independent or they are not independent. This can be understood with an example, like we can see there. In an election survey, voters might be classified by the gender, means male or female, and voting preferences means Democrat or the Republican or the Independent. So we could use a chi-square test for the independence to determine whether gender is related to the voting preference or not. Means we are having the two different variables. One is the gender and second is the voting preference. So we can just we can test this whether there is a difference between whether there is an association between the two kind of these two variables. Like what are the two variables can be taken here. The chi-square test for the independence is to determine whether gender is related to voting preference or not. So voting preference is can be taken as one variable, and the gender can be taken other. The sample problem at the end of the we can take here. Now when to use chi-square test for the independence. So what are the conditions for the chi-square test for the independence or when we use this? So when the sampling method is simple random sampling, the first condition should be it is applicable when the simple random sampling is the sampling method. Second is in which the variables under study are each categorical. The variables under the study are each categorical, and if sample data are displayed in a contingency table, the expected frequency count for each cell of the table is at least 5. So these are the three important conditions. We can see the third condition is very important, that the sample data are displaced or can be displayed in a contingency table, and the expected frequency for each and every cell is at least value 5. Again, by the same procedure of like hypothesis testing, we can use this method. Like H0 null hypothesis can be taken as like variable A and variable B are independent, and in the alternative hypothesis we can assume that variable A and variable B are not independent. So that is the assumption, and now we have to apply the same kind of method as in the usual testing of hypothesis. Now what is chi-square test of homogeneity? The third test of this chi-square test. This test is applied to a single categorical variable from the two or more different populations. So this test is applicable when the condition of a single categorical variable exists only from the two or more different populations. Means we can use it for the single categorical variable taken from the two or more different populations, and it is used to determine whether frequency counts are distributed identically across different populations. So it means this test is important to find out whether frequency counts are distributed identically, matlab uniformly, and across different populations or not. So we can understand this one as with this example, like in a survey of the TV viewing preferences, we might ask respondents to identify their favorite program. So we might ask the same question of the two different populations such as males and females, and we could use a chi-square test for the homogeneity to determine whether the male viewing preferences differ significantly from the female viewing preferences. So in this way we can apply this test for the just checking of that the male viewing preferences are different or not from the female viewing preferences. So that is a chi-square test of homogeneity, and this can be applied as similar to the other hypothesis test with the assuming null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. So students are advised to prepare this topic chi-square test with derivation and with examples and take problems, objective problems, objective questions as well as the descriptive questions for the competitive purpose also, and take numericals for this test, for this topic also. With this I am concluding my today's session. Thank you.